It's Tuesday, December 5th, and I'm not really late today. See if anybody's here. People are Christmas shopping. What's going on? Should have made a slideshow from the Fishing with Santa event. It went really well. Thank you all the volunteers that helped out, all the families that attended. I greatly appreciate it. So thank you very much. Hey, Robert. You must still be in California for a little bit longer. Maybe it's just you and me here today, Robert. Let's see. Oh, there's a few more people. Hello there. Is that Izzy? Hey, Jeff. How you guys doing? Fresno. I think Jeff's still in Southern California. Hey, Halibut Man, how you doing? Here's Alan's little video from last week. Alan just says he's in Minnesota. It's got to be cold back there. Jeff is out here, Southern California. Sounds like Halibut Man went to go watch football. Terry's speaking Spanish. So, Robert, you guys already sold the house? I guess. It says you're just getting ready to pack. Harold got a couple of nice rainbow trout. Jerry McCarty. Hello, Jerry. Glad you're doing well when you're out of the hospital. He's in Hemet. So we got Alan in Minnesota. Halibut Man was in Wisconsin. He's back. And I thought I saw somebody else out of state. I guess not. Izzy's in Fresno. It's probably cold there too. Robert's going to be moving to Texas here soon. So we're going to lose Robert and Jose to Texas. Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, he'll be here for a little while. Oxnard. Stu's in Oxnard. Hello. Williams, hello. William. San Diego. Brian's in Oregon. Where's Greg? Northern California? I forgot. Halibut man, I didn't even know you had a captain's license. Congratulations. Make sure you have your fishing game license too for doing the charters. Yeah, they have YouTube in Texas. That's why Jose watches this. My TV show's on in Texas too. I don't know about the part of Texas you're going to be in, but I know we're in parts of Texas. What else is going on? So what is Jeff saying? What a difference in conditions in 2 weeks. So is that how far all the tuna are now, Jeff? There's nothing local? They're not at San Clemente Island or Tanner Banks anymore. You have to run 170 miles. That's a long ways. Is that all the way to San Martin? That is a long ways. Let me see what I have here we can watch. This was a fun little fish. This is a deckhand catching his white sea bass.
You're fine. I didn't want to take that one.
Good job, Cash.
Cash.
Turn around, Cash. Get in there.
Jimmy, go enjoy your.
I dropped the phone because I got bit right at that time. So it was kind of funny. San Antonio. I know my show's on there. I know we're on close to there. I don't know about San Antonio. I should play this one for Kevin. I don't think he's on right now. Okay, Kevin, if you're watching, this one's for you. Nah, it doesn't want to play. Punta Banda is that far away? I thought Punta Banda was the end of Ensenada. That can't be 170 miles. 100 miles? Guess it's farther down. So what does William say? Did some halibut fishing, Spanish landing. Pretty cool. Yeah, this time of year when the weather's a little bit colder, the water's a little bit colder, you can still catch a halibut and the bass. Just fish a little slower. You'll get them. Hey, Samuel. Trial and error. Is that a new person? Hey, Donnie. How you doing? Sounded like Donnie went crab fishing too the other day. Said he did really well. Let me see if I can get this to run again. All right, Aaron. Good job.
What'd she get?
Another sea bass. Here, hold it up, Cashmere.
Wow. Oh my God, Aaron.
Aaron. All right, drop it down. I forget how many she hooked that day. She hooked 3 or 4 with that little spinning rod. She did really good. Brandon's going on the El Dorado Sunday night. Say hi to TJ for me. Real Raiders having dinner. I haven't had dinner yet. Hey Aaron, how you doing? It's another Fresno person. That's a long ways, 171 miles. So I guess there's nothing at Desperation and all that, or those are the small tuna. So Lloyd says my show will be on in 15 minutes. So I guess at 7:30 p.m. we are in Vegas. So those of you that are in Vegas, warning, you can watch us in 15 minutes. Our bait barge video. What city are you in, Limit? Desperation is empty. I guess you got to go that far. Are very many San Diego boats running, Jeff? Because I haven't seen very many fish counts. William wants to know what kind of bait do you prefer to use for lobster? I like salmon heads. I like salmon heads. Um, if you're gonna buy, I mean, you are gonna go buy the salmon heads. I would keep keep your receipt with you in your boat. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I have heard from people that depending on who the warden is, you get they've threatened to. I don't even know if they've done it or not, or if they just threatened that they would cite them for having undersized salmon. But they always tell them keep your receipt so they can see that you bought it, and you won't have any trouble. So I would always keep your receipt when you use salmon for live bait. Not live bait, I'm sorry. For salmon. You're using salmon heads for bait to catch lobsters. Keep your receipt with you. Another good bait, a lot of people like, William, is to just go buy sardines from Nacho. Get that live bait and cut it up. It's super oily when it's live like that. And a lot of people like to use that. Yeah, Jeff says he's not seen any of the local San Diego boats. I was thinking about going on a boat, but I don't think anybody's running. I know a lot of boats are doing, starting to take their boats in for service right now. Take them to the yard. Hey Tyler, how you doing? But how about man? What license did you get? I think that's what Jeff was asking. Did you get a 6-pack license? Did you get a 100-ton license? What what license did you get? I have a 100-ton license from all the years on sport boats. Yeah, I don't think I would use anchovies. I would use sardines. If they have sardines at the bait receiver, I think anchovies might be too small. Greg, yes, we are fully stocked on bucktails. We got an order in a couple of months ago. Jeff has a master's license. Wow. Does that mean you could do the whole Pacific, or does that mean just down to Cabo or to the equator? No, so SoCal Traveler, um, yeah, certain size boats means a certain size license. So if you have the smallest license is a 6-pack license. So if you have like a boat my size and that's all you ever did was a small boat like that, then that's a 6-pack license. And on your vessel, you can take up to 6 people, and plus you and the deckhand. Um, for a bigger boat, like say the Enterprise, Gale Force, something like that, you need to have 100-ton. So that's what. Okay, so Jeff and I have the same license. He has a 100-ton master's license. So we both have 100-ton licenses. So we could rent a boat like the Royal Polaris, anything like that. Um, but depending on where you're running, you have a different, I don't know if you call it add-ons or whatever, to your license. So like Jeff's license, so he says there, he can go to Cabo and then he can get an exception to run some other areas. My license is only good from Morro Bay to San Diego, or I think down Ensenada, but I can't go farther than that. I can go into Mexico as a paid trip, but I can't go like past Ensenada on a paid charter. Jeff's license, he can go all the way down to Cabo on any day. We just take the boat down there. Now, that's different from a private boat. So let's say you have your own boat and you're just taking friends and family, you're not charging anybody to come with you. Really, you don't need a license, except the state of California now has that boating card, which is probably a good idea because people need to learn the rules of the road, what the signs mean. Yeah, that's what Jeff says. Yeah, mine's up to Ensenada. So the rules of the road are really important to learn what the lights mean at night. So you know that there's a barge towing, something behind it, 200 feet back. So it's really important to learn all those things. So I thought I knew a lot about boating. I really did. I really thought I knew a lot about boating, a lot about boats. And then I took the class to get my 100-ton license and found out I knew nothing. So, learn what the horns mean, learn all the lights, learn the buoys. It's pretty intimidating if you've never done it before. So it was pretty eye opening for me. Yeah, I can't drive a boat in San Francisco for hire, but I can take my own boat up there and just go fish for the day. So you can do that. Oh, thought I had that on. There it is. All right, just a reminder of our friends here. And there goes away. There's our camera. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Hello, Robert. Hope your grandson's okay. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah, I just know on my license it says what areas I can run a boat in. But I didn't know that about the insurance. All right, well, we should probably do the opening. I don't think we did last week. Here we go.
I'm Dan Hernandez and I live to fish.
All right.
I have been fishing along the Pacific coast my entire life.
Oh!
Let me bring you in the action and share with you some great fishing tips along the way.
Okay, are there anybody in here that was at the event Saturday, volunteer that was in the bait station? Um, we have some mealworms walking around in the warehouse, and Monica was in today, and she wasn't really happy. I heard some screaming, had to go out in the warehouse from on top, look down, and she wanted to know why there was mealworms running around the floor. So if Kevin's here or anybody else that was working that station, please let me know if you loaded worms in the truck. I asked you guys not to keep any bait, give it away, but I don't know. So if you guys know if there's worms in the truck, please let me know or we'll find them on Thursday. But she was not happy that there was worms walking on the floor inside the warehouse. Halbert, man, I hope you take the classes because you need to learn all the lights and all that before you go take the test. The test is not easy to get your captain's license. One of the hardest things I've ever had to do. Take that test. Especially it had been years, what had been like 15, 20 years since I was out of college. So it was a challenge to take the test. Again, thank all the volunteers. I want to thank you guys. Did a great job, and I appreciate all your help. And the fish didn't bite that good during the day, but some of the kids caught fish, and some kids got their very first fish. So that's all that matters. I did get a few texts from people that evening before it got dark that the fish bit really good in the evening time. So that's pretty good. Well, that's a good thing to know, Jeff. The higher license you have keeps your insurance rate down. That's good. Arthur, hey Dan, any tips on lobstering? Where are you going? Are you going to be in Long Beach? Find structure. If you can find wrecks, if you can find isolated wrecks that are by themselves, that's always good. I know people get them at the breakwater. I haven't had much luck getting legals on the breakwater. I've had more luck at the oil islands, but there's lots of rocks all over the place. Yeah, Alabama man, I don't know what course you took, but the test is not easy. The Coast Guard test. I don't know if you've taken that yet. Steve says mealworm bag wasn't tied in a knot. Oh, so the bag was open a little bit? Okay, so maybe some of the worms got out. All right, I'll tell her. She's not going to be happy. But Thursday we'll have to sweep the floor really good. She was going around sweeping them up today and let me know about it. She wasn't really happy. Kenneth, Dan just got home tonight, back from Wyoming. So are you guys using electric reels at 600 feet or just regular reels? That's pretty deep. I guess I think that's a half day boat, right? Yeah, half day. That's probably why they didn't go to Mexican waters. Because Mexican waters, you don't have to go that deep. So supposedly today on Oak Island, they're going to find stuff. So we'll see. Looking forward to it. I finally got to use my boat for fun on Sunday. One of my cousins is in town with her husband, and she invited another cousin who I haven't seen in a while, and she brought her boyfriend and my parents. We all took the boat out on Sunday and just ran from Shoreline to Alamitos Bay, and then did the tour thing around Alamitos Bay. Tried to avoid all the I guess the island canoes, those big long canoes that were racing. So they were staging out in the marina. So stayed out of their way and took everybody on a little harbor cruise. So it was fun. Yeah, you don't need a TWIC card to get a license. You only need a TWIC card if you're operating like at a San Pedro, like for the commercial boats and stuff. But to just run your own boat, you don't have to do that. Yeah. Hello, nickname. Hey, Nat. Yeah, that's what we used to do all the time when we were at Guadalupe. The and even in San Martin on the sport boats, and the Mexicans would come up in the pongas next to the boat, and the guys would trade them milk and lettuce and whatever else they wanted, and get all the lobsters you wanted. So William says, I have a 22-foot Boston whaler, 150 outboard. Okay. 22 is a little small, but I guess you could run to the island on that. I wouldn't mind fishing in the bay, William. I'd like to go catch some more. We did a show years ago inside the bay there in San Diego catching bonefish. I've only done that twice in San Diego, and it's been 20 years, something like that, 15, 20 years. I'd like to do that again. Well, halibut man, you can't take people out on a boat without a master's license. You have to have a master 6-pack or 100-ton to run a boat and have people pay to go on a boat. Um, on a lake, I don't know if they do that. Jeff, do you need a like the guides that run people like at Pyramid and stuff? I don't think they have a Coast Guard license, do they? Is that just a guide license? But in the ocean, halibut man, you can't use a guide license and run a boat and take people for pay. You get arrested that way. But it sounds like you already took the Coast Guard test. All right, I'm just reading up. SoCal Traveler, what's my opinion of the reel? Well, I have one here because I was asked, I think it was Oz that asked to see one, so I brought one out the other day. I like them. You just have to be careful with them because sometimes the gears inside will get damaged. But if you get a good one, it works fine. This is the battery that I use, and I just connect it straight to the reel, and it works out fine. Brooks, Dan have some new. Oh, Stoked on Fishing has borrowed your ideas. Yeah, I was the first one. There was never ever a cooking segment on a fishing or hunting show ever in the history of television till I did it 37 years ago. And now every fishing and hunting show has a cooking segment. So it's okay. Was it Christina? Where can you go fishing? Everywhere. You can go fishing locally. You can go to Catalina, San Clemente Island. Nothing's closed till the end of the. Once you get to the end of December, then there's no rock fishing. And probably they haven't said when it's going to open up, but I'm guessing there won't be any rock fishing until April. But I don't know. I don't have a psychic ball. Um, but you know, if you have a small boat, you can fish in the bay. You can go surf fishing. You can go freshwater fishing. There's lots of opportunities to go fishing. And those of us that live here in Southern California, we're really lucky that we have this great weather. You can go fishing in short pants in January, so it works out really good. Yeah, Lloyd likes the reel too. I have two of them. So I have one with 30-pound test spectra on it, so I can go down 1,500 feet. The only thing I didn't like about the 30 is it broke on me a couple of times. So what I'm going to do is on my other reel, I send it in for repair. That comes back and I can put 50-pound on it. 50-pound, I can go ahead and probably fish down to 800 feet or so. I have to see how much line I can get on it. But I am going to put 50-pound on the other reel. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I didn't know that, Jeff. So the the master's license comes in 25, 50, or 100 ton. So I guess 50 tons probably 6-pack boat. I don't know. Yeah, but Jeff, so for the guys that fish that do like bass boats at Castaic, Casitas, Pyramid, stuff like that, do they have to have a master's license since they're taking people out for hire? I guess that would be a 25-ton license. Halibut man, if you're taking people out for hire, you have to have your own license. You can't use your sponsor's license. Nobody has a license that somebody using somebody else's license. So you have to have your own license. Um, yeah, so was it Christine? If you're taking people out on your boat and charging them to go fishing, you have to have a Coast Guard license and you have to have a fishing game license. And you have to have fishing game numbers on your boat. And you have to report your catch every trip. You have to have a log that you have to fill out before you head out fishing. And then you have to report where you fished at the end of the day and what you caught. And even what you released. So you have to do that. Yeah, it doesn't matter where you run halibut, man. You have to have a license. Okay. So the lakes is different. It's a guide license through fishing game. Derek, Dan, what is your go-to bait for spotties this time of year? For spotties, I basically just fish two baits. I will fish a small swim bait. I don't know if I have any here. Let's see. I don't have any here. For a hard bait, I like something like this. Thin profile. If there's a lot of bass, I'll take this hook off and just use the two outside ones. If I'm fishing deeper water, I like to have the big bill so it'll go down. If I'm just fishing pilings and stuff inside a harbor, and then I just use something like this with a shorter bill and a smaller profile. But I like that thin profile. I don't have any swim baits here, or I would show you. Yeah. Thought I had some around here. And I also use a small bucktail. If I find them out in the mud a little bit, 1/2 ounce bucktail, and flash it around, they'll come up and hit it. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'd like to do that over there by the hotel there at the Coronado Island. I mean, inside the harbor. That'd be cool. Kevin. Oh, Kevin and Brad are at a casino. Cool. Oh, Christmas party for a casino. Hey, Kevin, did you guys put any worms in the truck? Or Steve thinks that the loose worms that we're finding are came out of the bag before the truck was loaded. So we found some. Fishing with Santa video, yeah. No, I have a little video that I'm going to post up here this week from that, but we filmed 3 of the lake events this year, and we're going to turn that into a full episode, which I'll probably edit up during the winter time, January or February. So 101, that's what all that other footage was about. But there was a little clip that I shot that day that I will post up here soon. I don't think you can sell. I don't know. I can ask Jeff, but I don't think you can sell crabs cut off a sport boat, Greg. I mean, if there's commercial boats there catching them, then yeah, they can sell them. But you can't sell them as that. Yeah, halibut, man. It doesn't matter what size boat you have if you're taking people out for hire and getting paid. You have to have a master's license. It doesn't matter. You have to have a license to do that. And you have to have fish and game numbers on your boat. The boat does not need to be inspected. I don't know who's telling you a boat needs to be inspected for 6-pack, but you don't have to be an inspected vessel for 6-pack. What's a good reel for a girl with small hands? Well, it depends what you're fishing for, but these low profile reels are nice. Any size hand should work fine with these. And if you're fishing inshore, you can use a spinning reel. Should be fine. Now, halibut, man, a master's license has nothing to do with the size of the vessel. Has to do with taking people out for hire. Have I ever watched the Catalina boat ski race? Yeah, I've seen the boats do that. Hey Frank, how you doing? When are you coming up to Northern Cal Half Moon Bay? I need to get invited. I go wherever the boats invite me. So if I get invited, um, and we can cut a deal for marketing, I would love to go up there. You know some boats? You know some captains? Have them contact me. Uh, this month we have to work on our charter schedule and get it done, just because the Bart Hall show. Bart Hall show is normally the first week of March. This year it's the third week of January, so we have to get our schedule done. So pretty soon we'll be posting. Hopefully, the first second week of January, we'll have the dates up on our website already. Not all of them, but some of them. Yeah, Christina, I would really recommend you come on some of our filming trips or even my meet and greet trips. So I can help you out, the crew can help you out, get you started, make sure you have the right gear. If you don't have the right gear, we can help you with it. But yeah, come fish with us. We have lots of trips. Probably have like 18 filming trips and 6 or 7 meet and greet trips. So it'd be nice for you to come join us. I don't know what area you're in, if you're here in the Los Angeles area or up north, but let us know and we'd be glad to help you out and come join us. Renee, are you going to have a lobster rock cod trip schedule? Um, I don't have any lobster trips planned right now, but we could put one together. And the rock fishing season ends the end of this month. So, yeah, I have a charter boat. I have to apply by all the rules, and I have to be in a random drug testing and all that too. So that's all part of having a license. I wanted to fish the Wacky Jacky when the lady was running it before she retired. Oh, you know what, Christina? Why don't you come this Sunday to my warehouse in Cerritos? All of you are invited. We're having our swap meet. So come join us for the swap meet. Um, where are all those scenes? Oh. Yeah, so we're having a swap meet this coming Sunday at my office in Cerritos. You guys are all welcome to attend. Um, there'll be lots of tackle there for sale. And we have so many tackle boxes to get rid of that we're going to be giving some away. So here it is on the 10th. Come join us. come meet one another. There'll be a bunch of people there from YouTube Live that you can meet. Um, and there'll be some people there selling stuff too. Yeah, Steve, we're gonna have to have some people run the meeting. I have to double check the dates if it's the second or third week. I want to say it's the third week of January, but we'll have to have, if it is the third week, we'll have to do that. Renee, we won't have another filming trip this year unless we film one of a lobster trip. So maybe we'll do a lobster trip. Yeah, Donnie, that's my goal. My goal is to get up to Emeryville sometime this month. So I want to get up there and get some crabs, and just trying to get a couple of deals done. I'm still working on this deal with Vietnam. I'm still working on another deal in the Middle East to license some of my episodes. So if I get all that stuff done and we get the swap meet out of the way there and the kids club meeting, then hopefully I can get up there and just drive up for a day, go fish, and come back the next day. So we'll see. William, how do you apply for a California boater's card? For a boater's card, you can find that on a California website. For the licenses that like Jeff I and Halibut Man are talking about, that's on the Coast Guard license. That's on Coast Guard website. But I think the California boater card is just a California thing. I don't think it's a national thing. But I may not be right. I don't know. I don't have one because I have a 110 license, so I just use that if anybody was to ask me. I don't think the brand matters a whole lot depending on the rod and reel you get. There's some, really good brands also make some really bad gear. There isn't a lot of really good gear made by bad brands, but there's lots of stuff you can see. And we have lots of used stuff that you can get at the swap meet there on the 10th. There'll be lots of rods and reels there, so you don't have to pay full price to do that. Yeah, Lloyd, I need to find out what the fishing's like over there. I got to find out in Vietnam. So, one of the things I'm working on. Yeah, like Alan said, Captain John from the Sea Wolf, he was at one of our swap meets last year, and he bought every 4.0 reel we had. I think he bought like 9 or 10 of them, maybe more, maybe 12. He bought every 4-out reel we had there for his boat to help support us, so that was nice. All right, cool. Yeah, Christine, come by. You can meet a lot of the people here. Kevin will be there. If Alan's in town, he'll be there. Steve will be there. So it's a fundraiser for my youth foundation. So come and join us. So I guess my episode just finished playing in Las Vegas. Thank you, Lloyd, for letting me know that. That's cool. All right, so there you go, William. Jeff got the website for you, boat-ed.com for your boater's card. Okay. Yeah, Christina, I don't know if you would like the lobster fishing, especially on the boats like the Gale Force and Triton. They go 200-300 feet deep. It's a lot of work to pull that up. A lot of work. So it's a lot of fun though. All right, any last questions before I go? Hope to see a bunch of you here at the swap meet on December 10th. So I'll be there. You can come see the set that we film our tackle box on, tackle box segment. So we'll see that. All right, it's 8 o'clock. No more questions. Oh, Thursday, Jared, the skipper from the Gale Force, will be on to talk about lobster fishing. So they've been doing really good. Some people are getting limits on the trips. Sounds like the lobster fishing is way better this year at Catalina than it was last year. They're getting tons of squid too. So we will be having Jared on with us on Thursday. So tell your friends, come join us Thursday and talk to Jared. And you can ask him any questions you want about the Gale Force, lobster fishing, all that. He'll be there to help you out and answer questions. All right, good night, everybody. Thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all soon. Be safe. Bye bye.